Hi, beautiful souls. It's May here. Welcome to Mayboy Coaching. So it is that time of the week again to have to sit down, to wind down, to relax a bit, and to contemplate a question, the question of the week. Today I'm in a park and I'm standing on a huge chessboard, and you see the chess pieces behind me. They are huge. See it as almost my size. The king and queen are even higher than I am. Look at this magnificent board. And so standing between these chess pieces, I realize that I strategize a lot in my life. I want to have control. I want to know what's going on. And I'm doing a lot of self-work. And this week, I had this question that came into me. So for my question of the week, it is, how do I deal with recurring patterns? Because if you're like me, you've done a lot of analyzing. You've done a lot of processes. I've done some shamanic retreats. I've done some coaching. I have talked with a lot of people, looked at different angles. What are my money blocks? What are these blocks? What are those blocks? And after a while, you kind of know what your patterns are. But it's not because you know them, it's not because you went through the processes that it means that it doesn't come back again. You know, it's like showering. It's not because you showered once that you're clean for the rest of your life. You have to continuously do the work. And so whenever a pattern occurs for me, my natural reaction is to avoid it, try to push it off, try to brush it off. My mind goes, I already know you, I already seen you, I know where you're from. But I find that the mistake that I often make is pushing it away. Even though it is a feeling that I'm very familiar with, I don't allow myself to feel it. I want to get over it really quickly. And I see the same pattern with other people as well. Some people easily feel discredited or not validated. And usually they try to push away that feeling because it feels dirty, it doesn't feel good, and we don't want to feel it. But I find that when I allow the emotion to come in, I allow myself to say, hey, I see you, I recognize you, I know where you're from. I'm allowing you to be there. Okay, show me what you want to show. I know you, but maybe you want to show me something new. I find that it offers me peace and quiet again. I know that in life, when it comes to making decisions, when it comes to moving forward, when it comes to doing the things that I want, I will often have these hiccups, these wobbles that I feel. I know where they're from. And each time I delay from actually allowing myself to feel it. And from the moment I allow myself to actually sit in it and feel it, what it means, how it wants to show up, it slows down my breathing. It makes me clear again on where I'm headed. Usually my patterns come up when I've decided to do something. I've decided to go for a project, and then things don't go the way I want them to go. The old thoughts of, you see, it's never gonna work, you see, you're not good enough, those things keep showing up again. And for me, the art of staying consistent and of moving forward in the things that I want to do is to acknowledge the fear that I'm feeling, is acknowledging the pattern that I'm feeling, and asking myself, okay, how am I going to move forward even though I have these fears? And it's not about bulldozing it. It's not about ignoring it. It's about acknowledging it and giving myself what I need, enough so that the feeling diminishes. Say that I want to work on writing a song each week. And I feel the resistance coming up. I feel the excuses coming up. Like, okay, I need time to think this through. I need time to have this inspiration. It's not going to come like this. And I keep finding excuses not to do it. I'm afraid that it's going to be crap. It's not going to be good. But on the other hand, I know that I'm way too perfectionist. Like, I want everything to be perfect. But I also want the song to be finished. And so I allow myself to feel this resistance of, I cannot finish writing this song unless it's perfect. So I change it a bit. I'm thinking, okay, what feels right for me as well? Would it feel good for me to finish a song even though it is not perfect? It does for me. Okay, this feels good. This feels okay. And the second thing is, how can I make sure that I will finish it? Because if I do not have external pressure, how will I help myself finish something? So I found a friend who also is very ambitious. And we have now this plan together. Like, if we do not obtain or do what we promised ourselves to do, we pay each other a penalty of 10 euro. So every time I have not accomplished something, I give her 10 euro. Every time I've accomplished what I set out to accomplish at the end of the week, she will give me a little reward. And the same thing goes for her. And because I have something because I've promised what I'm going to do towards her, it gives me some sort of pressure to actually finish it. And I know that I actually need this. So I guess when you see a recurring pattern show up, ask yourself, what do you need so that you can move forward, even though there's a wobble there. Another example that I could give is, I don't like people who criticize me. And this is a pattern that keeps on coming back. I react very defensively. It is automatic. And I know that it comes from the fact that if people criticize me or if I'm not perfect, that I think people are going to abandon me or that I'm not going to manage in life. And I hate to be told what to do. And I hate it when people tell me you're defensive again. It's a pattern that is recurring, and I know it is me. And I try to hide it, but people can tell on my face that I'm being defensive about it. And the first thing that I do is just to acknowledge that feeling. Okay, I'm being defensive again. What is the truth about this comment? What is really the truth? Is there something in that comment that might be true? And why am I reacting so strangely to this comment? So oftentimes, there is some truth in that comment. There is some part that I could acknowledge that could help me move forward. But because I think that that person is criticizing me because I'm not good enough. But oftentimes what I think it means, what my body thinks it means, is not what that person intended to say. And so I allow myself to feel this so that I can acknowledge the words that the person is giving me, that the person is gifting me. Because I do want to be able to receive feedback so that I can do something with that. But it's not because I already know and done the work on that it means that I will not feel the sting over and over again. And so it's all about giving yourself the grace to listen to yourself, to listen to your emotions, and to acknowledge what you're feeling and to acknowledge how you actually move forward. So again, I invite you to ask yourself, what are your recurring patterns and how is it tripping you up? And how are you dealing with it? Do you deal with it differently than I do? Share it with me in the comments below. And yeah, I hope you enjoyed this video. I'll see you in the next one.